Ellum On Air, serving the DFW Metroplex. Only the best in underground and local music.
Cause me and music are one, you know, music is like my best friend.
Deep Ellum On Air.
Mind control! Mind control! Believe it or not, we taking over your mind.
Am I on?
Are we on? Is this live?
We're live, episode 19, Mind Control, DeepEllumonAir.com, Deep Ellum, Texas.
Yep.
What have we seen out there? Plenty of homeless guys.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere,
Yep.
and all they want is change.
Yep. They don't want any dollar bills.
They should have voted for Obama if they want to change.
Yep.
This is Mind Control, baby.
Homeless people don't vote.
Yeah.
Yep.
Homeless people don't count is what you meant to say.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Because they didn't go to school, and they don't matter in society. Joan Rivers, dead at 81.
Rest in peace.
Oh my God. Complications from a throat procedure.
I guess it's true. Only the good die young.
Isn't it ironic that her and Robin Williams died the same way?
From a throat procedure?
Complications from a throat procedure? No?
Yeah.
I find that ironic.
Yeah. Whose throat was in better shape after that? After they died, do you think?
It had to be Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Because Jones was probably still...
Cut open.
Was probably, if you think about it, she was probably mid-surgery.
Yeah.
Her medulla oblongata was probably just like...
Was half her face hanging down?
Flapping in the breeze. But that was before the throat surgery.
That's
was
true.
The sad thing about that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Joan. We loved her.
Did you hear her?
God love her.
Her funeral was an all-star affair.
It was.
Yeah.
Tons of people there.
Howard Stern gave the eulogy.
I heard it was so big. Baba Booey was there.
Yeah. I heard somebody stood up during the middle of the funeral and yelled out some crazy shit.
I didn't hear that. But
You didn't hear that?
No, I wasn't there, so I
That's
didn't
true,
hear it.
yeah. Yep.
We're not famous enough to be at Joan Rivers' funeral.
Whoopi Goldberg was there.
But
After her the Ninja Turtles premiere, she went to the Joan Rivers
did she make a
funeral.
memorable appearance at the Ninja Turtles premiere?
Yeah, she's in that movie for about 2 seconds.
Oh, I see. Okay. Apple unveiled to the world
Yeah.
the new iWatch.
The world had been waiting 4 years for this announcement.
But Eddie Schwartz is not called the iWatch?
No, it's the Apple Watch.
They unveiled the iApple Watch.
No, it's the Apple Watch.
iWatch Apple
Uh-huh.
watches.
Yeah. That's bad branding, huh?
How much porn are guys going to watch on the iWatch? I watch a lot of porn on my watch is what it... No?
Did you hear Jimmy Fallon and Justin
Oh, thank you. Jesus.
Justin Timberlake are doing the promotional campaign for this?
No.
You know, those two funny best friends?
I just feel sad that they had to rip this off from Samsung. I really do.
Yeah, is it just like the Samsung watch?
This is the first product unveiled
Yeah.
since Steve Jobs, Joan Rivers left us, right?
Yeah. Did you hear Tim Cook had the one more thing? It's the first time one more thing's been said in a keynote since Steve Jobs died.
Okay, I don't think he should be allowed to say that.
It's trademarked.
So, not only I've heard about this watch, not only does it count the number of steps that you take in a day.
It's a fitness tracker.
Yeah, but it also keeps track of the number of times Steve Jobs rolls over in his grave as
Yeah.
people slowly buy this wasteful,
Terrible product.
useless,
Yeah.
terrible.
But
Where'd
it was designed.
that laughter go? Didn't you clearly
the
understand
studio
there was
audience?
from the we have in studio.
Yeah.
Apparently, Rich Hancock, was that him?
Oh
Thanks,
yeah, he's
Rich.
here watching. Yeah.
Thanks, Rich.
He's loving the show so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Rich, I'd really like to get in bed with those sisters Divine. You know what I'm saying? To find out how divine they are. You know what I mean, Rich? Thanks, Rich.
He gave us a thumbs up.
U2. You heard of this band?
Oh yeah, the biggest band in the world, right?
Oh, U2 released a new CD and surprised everybody by
Yeah.
releasing it as a digital download for free.
Through iTunes.
Yeah, it's incredible. They made history.
Yeah.
Maybe them and Radiohead
Yeah.
is what they'll tell you. But as far as I'm concerned, pretty much every CD, movie,
yeah.
video game,
Porno.
porn,
Yeah.
any torrent that's come out
Yeah.
since the invention of Napster. Oh, that's the magic in my ear.
Yeah.
Has been released to free to the public, has it not?
So you're saying you violated NDAA copyright laws for the past 20 years?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the show that says ISIS is as American as apple pie.
Yeah.
Don't buy the hype.
No.
We are Mind Control. This is episode 19.
Yep.
Am I wrong?
No, this is 19 for sure.
Sorry you missed us last week.
Yeah, today is September 10th. You know, the on the eve of September 11th anniversary. 13 years since that horrible day.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Never forget that we are the kind of show that provokes your fiancé to be violent in an elevator, okay? This is mind control. This is your show.
Don't you know you can't say that word provoke? That's against the law to say that word now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We, right here, are the two oldest teen moms on the planet. We're just bursting at the seams, ladies and gentlemen. This is mind control. I'm banging on the table, even though I know the microphone doesn't sound good when I do it.
Yeah.
That's how big this show is today.
We have to get the attention.
Eddie, will
Yes,
you
sir?
confirm to everybody
Okay.
who the biggest news that we've ever had to announce on this show?
Is it is it Groobs? I heard it was Groobs is going to be coming on next week.
That's right.
Yeah.
We've got Tweet Groobs,
Michael Gruber,
the sweet Groobs, Michael Gruber himself.
former intern for Bad Radio.
That's right. Former ruler of the ticket,
Yep.
probably the leader of everyone of our
'Cause
generation.
Hasn't that station gone downhill ever since he left?
Completely downhill,
Yep.
straight off a cliff.
Yep.
They don't know what to do with drops. I'm hearing misfired drops about erections and little girls'
yeah.
birthday parties.
Nobody wants to hear Jake pull those drops.
Grooves never would have done that, okay?
No.
Come on. Next week, Michael Gruber.
Yeah.
Tune in, folks. You'll be hearing us promo that all week on Facebook, on Twitter,
Twitter. Yeah.
Vine.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
What else do we do?
We have a whole promotional campaign planned
You'll
for
be
this.
tumbling upon us. You'll be
Yeah.
stumbling upon us talking about Groobs.
And be sure to tune in next week when we give away our car. We're giving away a car.
A brand new car.
Yep.
I heard there was 25 years. Somebody made a video, 25 years of Oprah introducing celebrities.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, for the past 25 years, it's been the exact same. It's Penelope Cruz.
Yeah.
It's Dame Judi Dench.
Is that all Oprah has?
I was thinking 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally all she has, and she's built an entire career on that, and listening to people and going,
Yeah. She really connects with her audience when she does that. You know.
yeah, and then he chained me up in the basement.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that in front of millions of people.
Where's Oprah now? Wouldn't Ray Rice just die for the chance to go on Oprah's show and get his name back?
Dude, would there be no better show for him to show up on? You know he would. Well, she's got her own. Believe me, he's showing up. They're doing a couples interview. Or maybe they could do, what's the celebrity, not rehab, but relationship rehab?
Oh, yeah.
What's the VH1 show?
Wedding boot camp or something like that.
No, they do a couples
boot camp.
No,
Couples therapy?
Something Farrah from Teen Mom is on.
Yeah. Also,
Or she's working it out with her mom.
Caitlin, the adopted teen mom, was on there with her husband or boyfriend.
Who's Caitlin? Oh,
yeah, they were on there
thing.
too. Yeah.
I really wish they never gave up their first kid.
Are you going to be watching Teen Mom when it comes back on?
One of my biggest regrets in life is that Caitlin and what's his name, young Joey Lawrence.
Yeah, I forgot it. Tyler,
yeah. I wish they hadn't given up their kid. I wonder what they think watching all these other seasons of Teen Moms and thinking like, if only we had just.
Do you think they think that they're better than everybody else because they gave up their kids?
I'll bet you they regret it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I bet they watch this and they see that it could have been done. They could have had the baby, and they would have been fine nowadays.
But Butch would have been that kid's stepdad, or grandpa. Would you want Butch as your grandpa?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
He's really into that crystal meth, I think.
Okay, so they made a good choice.
Yeah.
By doing something like that. But still,
yeah,
in their daily life, they've got to wonder.
Much like abortion, right?
I'm going back to, I don't know, when a year after, who knows how long ago that was, probably 5 years ago episode, they went to her, see the baby in her first year.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that kid hadn't seen him in a year, and I promise you that baby knew that was their parents. The baby took
right. Not these two imposters that were raising him.
Yes. The baby was all of a sudden disgusted and found out immediately. Right. Just smelled.
This is me. This is my family, yeah.
And that baby actually ran away from home. It was really sad from the adopted parents.
Yeah. Do you think the adopted dad left the baby in the car when he went to Home Depot? That seems to be what these middle, suburban house dads do.
Did you see you know that's a controversy right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That guy, he was working at Home Depot, right? Left his kid to bake in the car.
I'm talking about Teen Mom controversy.
Oh, did the teen mom do that?
Kaylin on the last episode, she went to pick up
Oh, she left Isaac.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
And she left Lincoln in the car
For 2 minutes when
to
Isaac
go
was
pick
having
up,
his meltdown.
to go pick up Isaac. Dude, I went to the store the other day with Kai, my 3-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't care how old the baby is. I went to Panera Bread to get Nina some dinner.
Yeah.
And Kai falls asleep by the time we get there.
Yeah.
The last thing I'm going to do in a nice, affluent suburb shopping center is leave my son in the car while I run inside, even though I could see him.
Yeah.
Even if I went to a gas station, I've thought about that, but pulled up to a gas station before.
You're afraid one of these nosy white people will call the police?
Right.
Yeah.
You know it was a white person.
Yeah.
You know it's always a white person.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Nosy white people, yeah.
I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Yeah.
I wish we could launch a American offensive against them.
Yeah.
Isn't Obama supposed to announce some kind of war tonight? His war agenda?
Oh yeah, he's going to make the case for war against ISIS. This entity.
Didn't I hear that they were as American as apple pie on the intro of the show?
I think somebody may have said that, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Obama's going to say this is why we need to blow up ISIS, right? And so Syria's going to let us go over there and just blow up places. And I guess, before Syria said you can't come over here and blow stuff up, but I guess now they can, right?
Sure.
Yeah, before Syria was like, no American involvement, we can handle this shit. And now ISIS has taken over, and
I feel like I stopped burping on the show for a couple of weeks. It's been a while since I...
did that disease, was cured. You had the vaccine.
For a couple days.
Yeah.
It's back. Like Ebola, it comes raging right back.
Yeah. Did you hear there's a 19%?
Can't escape it.
There's a 19% chance Ebola gets here by the end of September.
Didn't it already get here when those 2 doctors got shuttled right over here?
Like being passed off. And
now, why did I
infecting
see the
people.
headline the other day? They said Ebola. Now, if you can't afford treatment, or if you can't afford, like, let's say, a vaccine,
Just get on Obamacare.
You should just practice good hygiene.
Okay.
Come on! I'm supposed to be scared of... This is like,
the bubonic plague. This is the end of the world, yeah?
The simplest disease. It has a scary name, okay?
Yeah.
It sounds scary. Ebola sounds like E. coli.
Right.
It sounds scary.
But you're saying,
Salmonella. They all sound really creepy.
thousands dead, right? But not that big a deal.
Produce me some bodies.
Okay. All those bodies have been burnt.
Anyone who died from Ebola deserves it, okay? If you don't know how to wash your hands, if you don't know how to take a shower, if you don't know how to use toilet paper,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't keep everybody alive on this planet. That's what God's saying. Listen, I introduced you to fucking hygiene, okay?
Right.
I can't now hold your hand.
I
Listen,
invented antibacterial soap.
I led you to the water by inventing the soap with the little hard lava crystals in it.
Yeah.
You have it, people.
The moisturizing beads.
Even if you're in Africa, I know you've had it, dropped in a box
Bill Gates
from an
had to have
airplane.
dropped it over there, yeah.
Yes, along with the AIDS vaccine that gives it to you.
So would you trust that Ebola vaccine if they started handing it out over here?
I would trust as much as H1N1 that I never took.
Yeah.
You think I'm afraid to get a flu? You think I'm afraid? What was the other one that we were just everyone was just afraid of?
There's that upper respiratory infection.
Answer the question. What was the last one that everyone was just scared of?
Pig swine flu? No.
Right before Ebola, after the swine flu. We were just worried about
Bubonic plague?
whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of any of this shit.
No. There's that upper respiratory.
West Nile. They keep telling us we're
West
in Dallas
Nile,
here.
yeah.
We got a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And they're spraying out in the streets and they're doing all this because an old person died from getting West Nile
I heard that when you get that, it makes you walk like an Egyptian.
because some old
Yeah.
got Ebola through West Nile mosquito.
Right.
Okay, but it's only old people or really young children.
Yeah, your immune system has to be pretty shitty.
Right.
Yeah.
So stop trying to make me panic.
You eat tons of protein. You drink tons of milk.
Yes.
Yeah. You take
Right.
care. You wash your hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
I drink my urine in the morning.
Yeah. Your coyote urine.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Healthiest thing you can do.
It's like
Look it
caveman.
up.
Yep.
Hey, we never finished Teen Mom, so let's recap.
You want to dive into last week's Teen Mom?
I'm sorry. What was that? Can you turn your microphone on? What you were saying about Teen Mom?
I wasn't saying anything.
So
at
the
all.
latest episode. What did you think about what Janelle and Barbara?
They got into it, huh?
Yeah, with Nathan.
Yeah.
I don't even have a clue of what you're talking about right now.
Don't lie.
But when Barbara was telling Nathan about, you drink every day and you're with my daughter, you got to deal with me. You weren't yelling at TV, throwing.
I was screaming lividly.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I was too. We all were.
We were screaming, Nathan, get it together.
But Nathan accused
Do
Barbara.
it for your family.
Nathan said Barbara was also an alcoholic.
You drink every night. It's like, I know I don't.
Do you think she does? She has to,
I
right?
guarantee you she does.
I mean, look at Janelle. It's her daughter, right? Wouldn't you drink if that was your daughter?
Listen, the chick that went to rehab from 2020, Elizabeth Vargas, for the second time.
She went again? Did Barbara Walters
gosh,
again
she
say
went-
something stupid about it?
She went again.
Yeah.
And this is big news in my family because we make fun of her all the time.
Yeah.
She literally was like ashamed of herself for drinking maybe a full bottle of wine or 2 glasses of wine
Yeah.
a night. Like, you're not an alcoholic when when that's your biggest problem. Like, maybe I finish off the bottle of wine
Yeah.
in a day. Like, okay.
But what if her kids are like, toddlers and they're kind of like running around the house while she's drinking, and
I would call it Saturday at my house.
okay.
I would call that Tuesday at my house.
Yeah.
I'd call it Wednesday, but I'm here doing the show.
Yeah.
I'd call it any day that I'm at home.
Yeah. So she just needs to enjoy life.
Yes, she needs
Yeah.
to listen to a little more Juicy J and realize that being trippy's okay. She
Yeah.
can live her life trippy. She can still do 2020.
Yep.
Who couldn't do 2020 drunk? They write a script for you.
Yeah. Is he down?
You could not do this show drunk because there's no script. You'd have to be on top
Oh,
of your
sure.
game.
She had to be sharp.
Right.
Yeah. Do you think Hugh Downs is going to come back and replace her? Do you miss Hugh Downs? All of America
I don't know
misses
who Hugh Downs is.
He used to do 2020 with Barbara Walters.
Did he have a deep voice? Was he an announcer type?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a surprise.
Yep.
I'm Hugh Downs.
And this is 2020.
I'm Huge Janus Downs.
Why can't you curse today? It's like, is there an FCC watch on this show?
Because we're doing a Teen Mom segment. And
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to post this for Teen Mom fans. And I
Yeah.
don't want to be vulgar.
I don't think this is going to quite make a Teen Mom segment. I'm sorry.
Teen Mom fans like people like Farrah who do
Wholesome people.
backdoor sex tapes.
Oh, yeah, you're right,
And no, the whole Teen Mom community seems to have shunned her, right?
Yeah.
I'm standing strong as a Farrah supporter.
They're refusing to let her on the new season 1
If
cast
you
or
star
whatever.
in Teen Mom and then go on to, film your own anal backdoor scene for no reason and release it out on the internet,
while calling it Teen Mom, the porno.
I'm all for it. I love you for it.
Yeah.
I love that. I love Farrah.
Do you
And I love them all. I could name them all.
Who do you...
I can't name the Rihanna lookalike from the newest. I don't know the newest
yeah.
season. I forget them already.
They've already canceled Teen Mom 3.
Really?
Yeah, they're all dead.
Ah, man. The Rihanna one was good too.
Yeah, with her idiot boyfriend.
Yeah, he didn't care about shit.
Did you watch the reunion special when he got into it with her mom and her sister again?
Wait, somebody had to be separated?
Yeah.
What happened at that?
Well, he
Pretty much.
yeah. He got into her sister's face, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm sorry to anyone who doesn't watch Teen Mom.
It's your own damn fault.
Next to The Bachelor in Paradise, probably the greatest show on TV.
The broadcast
Is your life if you don't watch Teen Mom or Bachelor in Paradise. That just concluded on Monday.
the broadcast had one of the contestants on Bachelor in Paradise on their show. The broadcast.
Is that the
did.
local show?
Yeah.
Okay. It had to be the guy, right?
It was one of the girls.
Was it the girl that lives here now? Because there's a couple.
I think so.
Wait, who lives here? Yeah, the couple that well, 2 of them decided to really, make it go for it.
Your new heroes.
But the ones that got engaged Monday night live here. The guy lives here, and
yeah.
as we all saw in the elevator, the woman will adhere to the man, and she's moving here.
Right. Is it Juan de Carlos? Wasn't he the Bachelor?
Juan Pablo, that
Okay.
was The Bachelor. This is now The Bachelor in Paradise.
Okay.
Where they took all the people who've been rejected on The Bachelor and threw them together in Paradise to make like it's like The Bachelor times 8, where you got
And people really do hook up and get engaged.
people
Wow.
people fucked there. People went to the fantasy suite and went to sleep in their pajama or in their jeans
Yeah. I bet you Farrah wouldn't be doing that.
and didn't make love. And what is wrong with me? Even though listen, the girl had one arm, and she was wondering why the guy didn't want to get intimate with her. I'm sorry.
yeah.
We could look there first.
One arm can be pretty hot though.
It could be
Are you into that amputation porn?
not. Listen, dude. I support her. I know
Yeah.
she has this handy-capableness,
Yeah.
and she's beautiful for
Did she
it.
have a robotic arm?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would at least rather people see me have a full robotic arm or something.
Yeah.
I need a
Or a hook?
A hook, octopus tentacle,
Right.
something dangling off of this nub, because she's got this, and like the latest episode, she had her makeup thing was like resting on it, and she's like dabbing.
How handy-capable.
She's like dabbing in her makeup and putting it on.
Uh-huh.
And there was an episode where she was putting her hair up, and she's putting her hair up in a ponytail with her nub in her other hand, and they always have to feature this stuff.
So I guess it's funny that she doesn't have a arm. That's real funny. huh?
Man, it makes you feel like an asshole for doing it, but they're the ones that are
Wouldn't you want to rub your penis on that nub? Though?
accentuating it.
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose, right? ABC.
Listen, I'd rub my penis on anything, so the nub.
It's not saying
sure.
much, huh?
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
say much at all.
Would you drill a hole in her nub? No,
I don't even understand what that means.
I don't either. So, yeah, Teen Mom.
Everyone was talking shit about on Twitter. I didn't see this.
Leah's taking Corey to court for that child support. I guess it's really become a contentious issue between those two.
As a guy on child support,
Corey said, "You make more, they take more." That's
As
what Corey said.
as a guy who's on child support,
Can you attest to that? If you make more, they take more.
I hate any woman who puts their guy on child support.
Yeah,
Okay, if you're a total loser, I guess,
Right,
right? If
right.
you're a total loser.
that's
But-
what Corey said. I'm not like some deadbeat dad out here.
and listen, Corey
Yeah.
only gets them maybe every other weekend.
And he has to have his kid ride in a wheelchair too, right? I mean, he it's his kid too, right? He can say that I don't want my daughter to be in a wheelchair. Doesn't he have that right?
She was tweeting about how
Her daughter, his daughter was.
no, she can't tweet. She doesn't have
Oh.
the muscular
Oh,
capacity.
that's right. Yeah.
The mom, Leah, was tweeting that the more you use the muscles with that condition, the more problems there are going to be. So
Yeah.
they're creating more problems by letting her. It looks like she's okay now,
Oh yeah.
but it's the use of the muscle that's really
But
degenerating it.
aren't we taught to live for the now, not for the later?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If not now, when?
Yeah. That's a
Right?
good point. Yeah.
I mean, you're 3. Carpe diem.
All right. YOLO.
No better time to learn it than now.
Yep. Well, it seems like she has. But you see that Sissy wanted her own wheelchair?
That's
Yeah.
really funny. Now all of a sudden there's going to be wheelchair chic.
And Leah had to tell her that there's something wrong with your sister where she has to be in a wheelchair. You don't want one. Do you think that's true? Is there something wrong with
Ooh, she said that.
something to that effect? Yeah.
Oh well,
Yeah.
leave. I'm not going to even question you because you have no way to quote anybody.
Who, me?
You can't even get anybody's name right on this show.
Leah. I know Leah.
Okay,
Yep.
not Teen Mom. I'm talking about this show.
Oh yeah.
When we have guests like Michael Gruber coming next week.
Yep. Live in studio.
Gruber, the Groobmeister, tweet Groobs. Yeah, enough Teen Mom, right? We've
Yeah.
beaten those bitches to death.
Yep.
Let's talk about
Oh yeah.
Ray Rice.
Kaylin's mom came into the picture for a couple of episodes. Got Isaac to spill his guts about Javi not loving them.
Javi doesn't care about us
Don't
anymore.
say that. He does.
Why don't you think that? Javi went to work and he doesn't care
He's
about
playing on the beach.
He's playing on the beach and he doesn't care about us.
Like Isaac knows what's up, though. You know, that's pretty much what's going on. Everyone doesn't have the balls to admit it. Javi,
What did he have to leave for?
he's boot camping with
Military duty?
Yeah,
What military is Javi ever going to go in?
you know, training to assassinate presidents. You know,
Javi. Let me see Javi in a war zone, okay?
he has tattoos.
He ain't training for shit.
Yeah,
Those big lips. He'd get a lip shot off before anything else.
pouty lips. He's pouting all the time.
Pouty motherfucker.
Yep.
Sorry, I told you a while ago I was done with Teen Mom.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to bring that up.
Yeah, we beat those
Yeah,
women down, right? Now, speaking of beating women down, Eddie
what a good transition there.
Eddie
Segue.
released a video this week to TMZ.
Yeah, I had the footage. I hacked into it.
Mm-hmm.
I am anonymous.
He anonymously hacked into Harrah's Resort and Casino in Atlantic City,
Yep.
Cambridge, and got the video of Ray Rice.
Yep.
unblurred, by the way, the upskirt shot while she's laying
Hey
there
now,
unconscious.
Those thong panties. Well, if you're wearing thong panties, don't you deserve to get?
I'm
knocked
calling out CNN right now.
Yeah.
I'm calling them out for the sorriness of their video. Was that Wolf Blitzer show we were watching? We're watching the Situation Room,
yeah.
and they're teasing.
Hashtag sit room.
They're teasing. We're gonna talk Ray Rice controversy next. There's about 3 minutes
Yeah.
of Ray Rice footage that you can show from 2 different camera angles.
It doesn't. You don't have to show the upskirt. The
The
upskirt.
5 seconds of video that they decide to show before commercial and coming back from commercial is her laying face first, him throwing her
Ass
down
up.
on the ground. Yeah, face first, ass up with her dress pulled up over her, and they have to blur out
Yeah.
her crotch area because, well, we can't show that on TV. Well, you don't have to pick that
That
5 seconds
clip.
of the clip.
Yeah.
You could pick a part where her pussy's not dangling out of her dress, you shitheads.
Well, they can't show it where Ray Rice punches her because that's what everyone's tuning in to see.
They could show the two of them standing in the elevator right before. It was slow-mo.
People want to see the spit.
You
People
could
want to see
slow-mo
the
them
slap.
walking in. Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
But they know what they're doing by freeze-framing her poo nanny. Just roll that. Yeah, roll it under us. You can
Roll
go-
that beautiful bean footage.
I want to rant and rave about this. Roger Goodell, is he getting fired?
Seems like it.
It sounds like people are calling for his head on a stake.
He claimed to not know that this video existed,
Right.
even though
Look
he
at
did
this
know.
video.
Yeah.
That's the video they could show. There's an angle just like that. Why do they have to show the angle inside
Without
the elevator?
upskirt. Yeah.
Straight up her skirt. Because they're CNN and they're perverts, and Wolf Blitzer is a fucking pervert.
He is. He called it.
We don't even do this tasteful stuff like that on this show.
No.
Okay, if we're going to do tacky stuff, we'll at least call it out.
Yep.
We'll let you know.
Well, the show is tacky. You know,
We're not
what
going to
you
pretend
know
like
what to expect.
we're not going to pretend like we're serious newsman Wolf Blitzer. Oh, I'm a serious newsman, and look
Yep.
at this upskirt shot right here.
Right. For
I-
all you horny bastards
Yeah,
in America.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get your dick extended all the way to the end of the commercial break.
Yeah. If you want to blow that load,
Bunch of
Stay
shitheads.
tuned after the commercial. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm so done with Wolf Blitzer before I even got started with him.
He's been on the air for a while.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So, do you think he should have been indefinitely suspended and cut from the Ravens? Is that a just penalty, Jer?
Ray Rice. I think he should have been from the beginning. They should have said 6 games.
Yeah.
And none of this would be an issue.
Yeah.
If they had just suspended him 6 games, it was a 2-game light thing. You know for a fact. That's what I'm saying. Even if they could have come out afterward and said, "Yeah, we saw the video and we called it 6."
Well, she was knocked unconscious, right?
And we called it a 6-game suspension because it happened. Let's be honest, it happened a fucking year ago by
Yeah.
now. I mean, like it's old news, and he's been paying for it since
How has he been paying for it, though?
in his daily life from then till now. I mean, I'm sure your life hasn't been pretty when everyone
yeah,
knows that you
I'm
beat
sure
the
he
shit
just-
out of your fiance that's now your wife.
It-
Everyone's sitting at their wedding.
It surely doesn't seem like he gives a shit, though, whenever he pulls her out of an elevator with her ass hanging
we
out.
know he doesn't give a shit about her.
Yeah.
But he gives a shit about what
His
people
image.
think about him. Sure.
No. Well, then fuck his image, you know?
Can you imagine being at that wedding and
Yeah.
you're just looking at these two people knowing that he knocked her out in an elevator and that now they're up here pretending like everything's
Yeah.
fine?
Well, everything is fine according to the wife, right?
Oh, just ask her online. Ask her.
Yeah.
Ask
her Instagram feed,
yeah.
right?
Jesus.
Yeah.
She says the NFL is doing this for ratings.
Well, they are. I mean, that's
Maybe
true.
ESPN doing this for ratings.
They are.
TMZ doing it for ratings.
They are.
Gee, I wonder, what's the purpose of doing a show on television? What's the purpose of
Right. Get ratings, right?
doing news coverage? Right.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. What's her name?
Yeah.
Ray Rice's wife.
Now, you can't say that because she was a victim there of
She's a victim.
spousal abuse, yeah.
She kind of ruins it. No one can feel sorry for her. We're telling her we want to feel sorry for her, and she's out defending the guy.
Yeah, but you know how that is. If you have a real twisted mind whenever you get involved in something like that. You know, you aren't really thinking clearly.
Oh, she's thinking clearly. She knows how much money Ray Rice makes.
You think that's what this is about?
I know it.
It's not about her perception.
I
of
know
love,
it.
it's
How
about
much you
money.
want to bet that these two get divorced?
Well, Ray Rice is still worth $25 million, right?
How much you want to bet? No, he'll be worth 12.5 after this divorce.
She gets half of
The
everything.
key was she needed to get married to him. What is there, a 6-month annulment period? So she'll make it at least 6 months, maybe a year. They just got married. I promise you, this will end.
In
And
divorce.
then she'll be able to look back and go, look, I was totally in love with him. I even defended him online.
Right,
When all this came out, I was his biggest supporter, and he just never treated me right, and now I want half of his money.
Yeah.
And he deserves to lose half of his money. That should be the case. Men who get a divorce shouldn't have to lose money. Men who beat their woman on
It's not
on
always
video.
men who get a divorce lose their money. Sometimes it's women.
Okay, all the men, and then J-Lo,
Right.
and what other woman? has
Whoopi
had to
Goldberg.
There's been like 4 in the history of the planet.
Joan Rivers. I guess her husband killed himself. What are you talking about, Jim?
I thought we were gonna have a tasteful show today.
Nope.
Tacky.
So we still have 25 minutes left here.
Is it a shame if I tell you how funny it was when what's her name? I mean, that was like UFC style knockout. I mean, she was out,
But do you think that...
face bouncing off of the railing.
Yeah, do you think that railing played a part in her being knocked unconscious, or do you think that was the punch?
Oh man, that railing couldn't have helped.
No.
That had to do more of the damage than his fist.
So do you think the railing should be punished?
It even looked like he might have hit her with an open hand. I mean, I don't even know if he really punched her, so maybe we shouldn't punish him as bad.
She was probably overacting, and...
Got a little carried away, hit the rail.
Yep.
Then
knocked herself out.
Then all of a sudden we're telling security,
Yep.
didn't you charge him?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she spat on him, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Provoking whatever happened.
No, I'm really glad that the Jay-Z elevator incident came out before this because... I mean, you couldn't find a better example of how to handle
So you bring up the Jay-Z thing, and I have to ask, do you think it was staged? I mean, come on.
No, I don't.
You don't think these 2 elevator incidents were staged? It's a little bit too much of a coincidence if you ask me.
Man, Solange, the way she broke her purse over his head.
It's good acting, right?
No.
No?
I saw Dreamgirls, man. They can't act like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Dreamgirls, but I promise they can't act like that.
Uh-huh.
There's no way that was staged. That was real. Beyonce's sister was mad. Beyonce didn't care. Jay-Z.
I think that they're both staged, if you ask me.
You talk about charged and charged at and given reason to fight back, and that dude just stood there with his hands in his pocket.
She was definitely provoking something, right?
Listen, I'm just saying, it's nice to have a good example where you could go, well, no, you could have at least acted like this.
Right.
Jay-Z did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Ray Rice. Maybe even wait till the elevator doors are closed. I mean, the elevator doors were open and he hit her the first time.
You see that woman walking by the elevator? She's
Yes.
like, I'm not taking that elevator.
Hell no.
No. She knew about to go down.
Yep.
Yeah.
She saw them stumble and she said, oh, God, I was there 50 years ago.
Yep.
My black eye just healed.
So, yeah, I think it was staged. I think the Jay-Z video was staged, and so was the Ray Rice video.
What did you just tell me today they said a conspiracy theory was...
I forgot.
It was ISIS related? Or...
Was it ISIS?
No, the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh, yeah, the Ice Bucket Challenge is a satanic ritual.
How is that? You just read it a headline?
Yeah, that's on the
somewhere?
headline on Yahoo, yeah. So I guess dumping a bucket of water on your ice on your head with ice in it.
That's why I like nothing's more fun to me on this show nowadays because everything is turned into a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I like the idea of our show now where we call ourselves a conspiracy theory show, but we really don't spend that much time.
Isn't the world a conspiracy?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we don't spend too much time like sitting here trying to break down or take any of this stuff too seriously because that's the thing to do nowadays. Everyone gets carried away with everything is a conspiracy.
And just watched 2 minutes of John Oliver.
It is. Yeah. Everything is a conspiracy, but
yeah,
I don't know, man. I call it all into question. The whole movement. I've been the one screaming since back in the day. Ooh, another thing I deserve some credit for. What did I hear as a storyline on I don't know if it was Fox News or one of these. I'm watching one of these channels, CNN. And they're talking about the fact that ISIS has very sophisticated, especially compared to Al-Qaeda, ISIS has very sophisticated broadcasting capabilities. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're whatever. They have a lot of production value in their videos, unlike Al-Qaeda and blah, blah. And that's what I was screaming about with Boko Haram.
Oh, yeah.
There's no terrorist organization. We are a broadcast studio in downtown Dallas, Texas, and they have broadcasting capabilities beyond our reach, and they're a terrorist organization in the mountains of Guantanamo Bay.
Right, in the middle of Kabul.
Right.
Yeah.
They're in Cabo, Mexico.
They have, their microphones hooked up to potatoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their cords are plugged into a head of lettuce, and somehow broadcasting on the internet with wavy graphics,
Photoshop.
I could not figure out how to do a wavy graphic live on the air
Yep.
unless I had a lot of money
They must have a social media expert over there.
behind me.
Yeah. You think Gary Vaynerchuk works for
I
Boca
bet they're
Haram?
hiring if you would,
Yeah.
you could apply for that.
Yeah.
No shame, dude.
Yeah, you gotta get a job. Gotta get paid, right?
If you were working for Coca-Cola, does that mean that you have to love it, or you're gonna sell it
Right.
because that's who's paying you?
Yeah, pays the bills, right?
Right. I'd listen. If
That's
you
the same thing those Nazis said whenever they burnt those Jews at the stake.
if you were able to get a job under Hitler
Uh-huh.
making propaganda websites, I would be proud for you.
Oh, cool.
And I would accept you
Yeah.
back when you came back and said you weren't down with any of that from the beginning. You just were
Isn't that what a lot of these people who went on trial tried
in
to
it
say?
for the paycheck. But I would believe you because you're an artist.
You would vote for me to get electrocuted to death?
I would.
Oh,
That I would.
no matter what.
Given that option, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him Green Mile your ass.
I'd be like Michael Clark Duncan. I can't die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put a sponge on your head, motherfucker. Get the sponge.
I've never seen that movie, unfortunately.
All I remember from that movie is a mouse running around and a sponge.
I remember Tom Hanks looking shocked whenever the electrocution went on.
No pun intended.
Oh! No pun?
Intended. Does that say crowd panic? Hit crowd panic. What is that?
Uh-oh. They're turning on us, Jer. We have to be funny.
Oh, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah?
The Dallas Cowboys played
So Romo threw 3 interceptions and DeMarco Murray fumbled the ball?
game 1. I got home from a beer run.
All hyped up, I'm sure.
Shout out to our beer run that we just vined out on Facebook and Twitter right before the show.
Yep, you can see it there on Twitter.
Go to Facebook and Twitter and watch us go buy beer.
Yep.
I went on a beer run before the Cowboy game, and I came back. I missed 3 plays. I turned on the TV. They go, it's been 3 plays, and it's already been a fumble and run back for a touchdown. I go, oh, my God. It's going to be one of these days. It's going to be one of these seasons.
Yeah.
Oh, man, there's no hope.
Nope, no hope. Just kill yourself.
Now, please.
Yep.
I need a throat procedure. Robin Williams, Joan Rivers, help me out. I do believe it. I do believe it. Everyone knew Romo was not right. He's telling us he's going to be better than ever. And then after the game, you throw 3 interceptions for the, I heard, 14th time in his career, and he says he's gonna correct these mistakes. This wasn't up to his standard,
Yep.
and he's gonna fix it. I don't know what that sound was from you,
Yeah.
but he's gonna fix this and he's gonna correct it. Now,
Haven't we heard that before from
all
Romo?
of a sudden,
Yeah.
man, and we just started this big contract of his that we never
$100
needed
million.
to sign. He could be the quarterback of the Jets right now if we hadn't signed him.
Yep.
Could you imagine how wonderful that would be? We could have just let him walk away. Then who would have been sitting there?
Johnny Manziel?
Johnny Football could have been the
Yep.
one throwing those interceptions.
Michael
instead.
Sam?
Michael Sam could have been your quarterback. Why
Yep.
can't Michael Sam be the quarterback? Let's ask that question.
Because this league hates gay people?
Because the NFL Roger Goodell is homophobic.
Yep.
Why can't a young black gay African American
Quarterback. be a
defensive
quarterback.
end be a
Oh, yeah.
quarterback in this league?
Yeah.
The same reason Tim Tebow couldn't, because he's black.
And he's
I've
a
never seen.
Muslim.
I've never seen a Tim Tebow game. He's a black guy, right?
He's a Muslim too, right?
That's right.
Yep.
And he supports ISIS,
Yep.
and he does ice bucket challenges for Satan.
Yep.
No, that's very disappointing. DeMarco Murray fumbles it. Tony Romo 3 picks. Everyone's complaining. These were all on first down.
How did the late touchdowns happen? Was he throwing touchdowns late in the game?
He had one desperation throw. I mean, he threw it about as far as he possibly could. Now, did you see the Dez deep ball?
No.
He threw it deep to Dez. He underthrew it. It got intercepted.
Ouch.
Later, he threw it to, I think, Dwayne Harris, and he overthrew it, and Dwayne was able to jump for it. Now, if he had overthrown the Dez one, it was double covered, but he would have made
Dez
that
would have
catch.
pulled it down.
Yeah, and he would have had it.
Made the X's afterwards.
So I don't have too big of a problem with that because Romo showed he did have it with that Dwayne Harris one. I've heard a lot of people complaining about that one. Oh, that padded his stats and whatever. Listen, he broke free and he made that huge throw.
Help my fantasy team.
You got Romo.
Yeah.
I'm playing Eddie this week in fantasy football. By the way,
This is it. Should we make a bet?
We're in the same league. What do you want to bet? We can carry it out at the end on next week's show. Whoever loses.
Loser has to dump a bucket of ice on their head. That's original, right?
Loser has to break a beer bottle over his head
No, I'd make it a concussion.
and then have to sit out the next week.
Yeah.
Let's see. What could we do? What's a good payoff? Me or Ed, and Groobs will be here.
Yeah?
You have to blow Groobs.
Okay.
That might not be a punishment for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We have to run our fingers through Group's hair.
Yeah, we have
Yep.
to let him. We have to let him lay on us on this table. Just put his body weight down on us.
We have to eat sushi off of him.
How about his 10 best features?
Huh?
His 10 best features.
What is that?
Groups. You lose the bet and you tell him his 10 best
Oh my
features.
God, that's super gay. I like that.
Yeah, it's good.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Okay.
All right, loser has to confess, and you got to find some kind of romantic music to play in the background.
Yeah.
And we have to confess to Grooves the 10 best features.
And give him a Valentine.
And you can't tell him why you're doing it until afterwards. Afterwards, we
Right.
can explain it.
Yeah. How about we wear a full suit to work the next day?
Okay.
Yeah.
How about jump out of an airplane wearing a full suit, dressed as Batman?
Or we could wear the Blue Man Group costume to a Stars game.
I would do it just to have you do Blue Man here on the show one day,
Yeah.
shirtless and
Nobody wants to see that.
all blue,
Cookie Monster.
drumming the whole show.
Yeah.
You have to keep a beat the whole time.
Something like that.
There he goes.
Yeah.
The loser of this week's bet.
Okay.
So Eddie's betting Tony Romo versus my Drew Brees. I'm pretty sure that's a no brainer.
Yeah, I messed up picking up Romo.
I'm gonna have definitely 10 points, 15 points over Eddie on that. Then we have Julio Jones versus
Both Atlanta receivers.
Roddy White.
Yeah.
The ultimate showdown. Who is Matt Ryan gonna love more, Eddie or me?
Probably me.
He's gonna give it up to Julio Jones or Roddy White.
And then I have Andre Johnson. And who do you have?
Ooh, shit.
Who do you have?
It gets a little thin, honestly.
Your whole team is thin, Jared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's my I won last week.
I saw you move Cunningham up to your second running back spot.
Yeah, I had to I'm reading
You're not trusting MJD.
I'm reading the stats on Maurice Jones-Drew. They go, everyone saw Maurice Jones has nothing left in the tank. I
Except
go,
Jeremiah, who drafted him.
I go, oh, well.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So Cunningham's okay, though.
I better hope so.
I'm surprised you didn't make a play for Forsett or Terrence
I
West.
did. I had Forsett on my waiver wire, but somebody got him before
Yeah.
me. I was surprised I got the guy in Jacksonville that went off last week for like 40 points.
Oh, yeah.
His first 2 NFL catches were touchdowns.
Yeah.
I scooped him up, but I have him sitting on my bench. We'll see if he can keep it up.
Yeah.
I don't trust Chad Henne yet.
So, yeah, my running backs are better than your running backs. My tight end. You have Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, we got good.
Yeah.
A good matchup there.
I have
Demaryius
Gronk.
Thomas versus Gronkowski, who's
Yeah.
probable. I see the P next to his name. I thought that was pussy at first.
Nope, just probable.
He's probable.
Yep.
Okay, probably going to lose to Jeremiah.
That's not what it means.
Going to have to confess to Groobs.
And then, defense and kickers people really don't care about. Even though my defense, Houston, scored 41 points last week.
Man, yeah, you
Yep.
did good with that.
Yeah.
And then my number one defense, Cincinnati, has to play Atlanta, which
Oh, that's tough, huh?
I shouldn't do that anyway, because if Julio Jones scores a touchdown, it's going to count against.
Yeah.
I should change defense. I got Buffalo defense, but I don't know. I think I actually moved them already to start.
I saw you drop TJ Ward, that spare.
Yep.
Yep.
His ass hit the waiver wire today.
I had Earl Thomas, but I have to go with him because Matthew's injured. My other safety. Yep.
Yeah, long story short, I'm going to win,
I doubt it.
just like I always have.
I scored 230 points last week. How many did you score, bro?
I don't know, 209,
Good,
202.
good story, bro. Good story.
Yeah, you went up to everybody in the league.
Yep.
That
10
Black Lightning.
10 more minutes.
Black Lightning.
Yep.
So, it's a failed Cowboy season. You know how I know it's a failed Cowboy season?
Because Jerry Jones is still the owner.
The biggest storyline of the week
Yeah.
is Jerry Jones getting sued by
It's about downtown,
these
right?
chicks. Yeah. Hey, we have a woman in studio. Could you see yourself 5 years ago blowing Jerry Jones in a stall with 2 other girls and now suing him for mental distress for $1 million?
No, honestly, I couldn't.
No?
Because I hardly even know who Jerry Jones is.
Really? Let's just say he was 66 at that time. Got to be, I guess, 71 now, 72.
Where was that third six, do you think? He was 66. There had to be a third six there somewhere.
Mhm. That was in the 69 that he was getting from the other girl.
Or the 6 inches he's
That's not
throwing down.
sick. Oh, I see what you're going with.
Yeah.
I see what you're going with.
He's probably a little bit bigger than 6 inches, don't you think?
Jerry?
Yeah. At least
way.
10. At least 10.
No way. My Jerry Jones? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
If you own a billion-dollar company
Yeah.
or multi-billion-dollar Cowboys,
Or do you think that's making up for something that he may be
if
lacking?
you're building a huge stadium, you're obviously well packaged. You know what I mean?
Right,
You're not
right.
going to be overcompensating.
But you don't think it's trying to overcompensate for something he may be lacking?
Nope, he's not overcompensating at all. He's just simply showing you I'm this big.
Right. Right.
Bigger. Well, is he a Texan?
I think Arkansas, maybe.
I don't know if we should give him credit then. He probably got a tiny little Arkansas dick.
Yep.
I seen it.
You did.
I seen pictures of it.
And now you're suing for millions
not-
of dollars because you were traumatized. by it.
Right.
Yep.
Lord knows I would be.
Yep.
I was pretty traumatized by the pictures that came out.
Of his hands on boobs and asses.
And he's doing my look. I guess I'm doing the Jerry Jones look. That's my look when I get drunk. It's like you can only see out of one eye.
Oh, yeah.
He was like that was awesome. Poor Jerry.
He could have sworn it was his wife, right?
Not only did that story come out, now he's got to get sued by the girl.
Is he claiming he had dementia at the time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is Donald Sterling gay? Did you hear that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, because it's kind of true. What's her name? V. Staviano. Her whole time she's been saying, but I never had a sexual relationship with him. She's always saying I didn't have sex with him, and we're like, yeah, right, you're his mistress. Yeah, right. And then she comes out and says, he's gay, and he's been hiding that, and his wife knew that I was his mistress to make it look like he had a mistress. And she was fine with it.
Oh,
of course,
rich
she's
people.
Fine with it. Oh, man, they have the life, don't they?
Yeah, first world problems. Huh?
Oh, my God, I only wish I had those kind of problems.
Yep.
Upper half of the 1%
Yep.
problems. Which girl in this room is going to lawsuit me in 5 years for blowing me tonight? That's the kind of problems I want to have.
Yep.
I want to walk in a room and know that one of these girls is going to have to bring a lawsuit against me.
And signing the check is really not that big of a
Because
deal.
I can afford it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
right. What's that? You're suing me? Okay, that's fine. Finish up real fast, Anthony.
I'll leave the check on the door, on that table.
That's right.
Yep.
Why would you leave a check on a door?
Because this is live radio.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's funny. It's really embarrassing. It's as embarrassing as the Cowboys season.
Yeah.
This is a nightmare of a season. This
But-
has to be worse than any 5
But the team is worth $2.5 billion.
This has to be worse than Chan Gailey or Dave Campo days. I
Yeah.
mean, this has to be worse than any of that. We're with failed Jason Garrett, failed 6-year contract with Tony Romo, Dez, who every time they showed the stat last year and it followed through in every other game. When Dez gets 2 touchdowns in a game, they lose. Like the more dominant he is, the more likely they are to lose. Like he's not a winner. Romo's not a winner. We all know Jason Witten's not a winner. You talk about him and DeMarcus Ware. They got to be 2 of the most Hall of Fame quality players who have never been winners in their fucking life.
DeMarcus Ware may win in Denver.
Nah, I sure hope he does.
Yeah.
I hope he does go over there and win and get with a real team.
Yeah.
With a real quarterback. Now, why couldn't we have let Tony Romo go a couple years ago and brought in Peyton Manning when Peyton Manning was available?
Because Tony Romo was the face of this franchise.
Because Peyton Manning knows how to run a football team, and that's the last thing Jerry Jones wants to get in here, somebody who knows how to run a football team.
Yep.
Peyton Manning could coach that team way better than Jason Garrett and what's his name put together. Who's our
Joe Avizano?
yeah,
Yeah.
fake Joe Avizano.
Yep. So what else is going on with you, Jer?
With me,
Yeah.
man. Honestly,
You went to see Jay-Z this past
I
week,
saw
right?
Juicy J, but
Juicy
I'm
J.
not the one that just got back from vacation.
Oh, yeah.
How long? We're going to talk to you about your vacation. How long do we have?
4 minutes.
We're going to talk to you about your vacation for the last 6 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. How was it? You went to Oregon?
We did. We did go to Oregon.
I saw some pictures of you guys in the mountains. Were you staying in the mountains?
We were, yeah, right, smack dab in the middle.
Like camping?
No, we were staying with my mother-in-law.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I imagine you guys roughing it or something.
Our last day we did, we camped out in the back of our car on the top of a mountain.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It was.
Peaceful.
It was
Quiet.
awesome. We went whitewater rafting twice.
Not
2
too.
days.
Is it warm up there?
No. Think of it as like early fall.
Yeah.
It's like 70.
Were the leaves
80s.
changing yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were beautiful. They
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
awesome. Lots of wildlife. That was pretty cool. There was deer living in the alleys in people's backyards.
So
Cool.
the deer are like the Dallas homeless people.
Yeah, they're aggressive
Everywhere.
too.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, really. Yeah, they'll charge your ass.
Don't look them in the eyes, right?
Pretty
Shit.
much.
Yeah.
You just kind of like slowly start backing up and then run.
Yeah.
Wow. No way we could outrun a deer, right?
No,
You can grab them by the antlers and throw them around.
That's probably what
Yeah.
I would do.
Yep.
that's actually what Jansen thought he was going to do.
I bet he could too. Nothing could
Yeah.
stop Jedi. He could
No.
lift it with the force of his hand.
Yep.
Be gone. Off the side of a mountain.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun.
Sounds like it, yeah. Glad you had a good time.
We did.
Cool.
It was pretty epic.
You brought the dogs?
We did.
Oh my
3
god, you
of
had
them.
to drive with them?
Yep. Yep.
Did they go in the car?
We drove for 4 days. No.
Oh, good.
4, 3, 7. 7 days.
Wow, that's a long drive, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
You had to, like,
was. It was intense.
Stop every 2 hours and let them walk around on the side of the highway?
Yeah, lots of rotten egg smells. And
Oh, yeah, they're
Yeah.
big. Those are big, manly dogs.
Yep.
Those are big, beefy dogs.
Yeah. Yep.
How many did you take?
3. Bach, Anakin,
then.
and Luke.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Pit bulls.
He wanted to take a chicken, but I refused.
They didn't feel too cooped up?
No.
They handled it?
no. Ba-dum, psh.
Hey, now. My kids, when we drove to Florida, my kids did really well. They, especially on the way back. I don't even know if they slept for hardly any of it.
Were they playing the alphabet game?
They never complained. Nah, maybe
Yeah.
when they were a little bit older. I loved that when I was growing up.
Yeah. Did y'all play the alphabet game on your way out there?
No.
No.
No, we didn't. It was a lot of books and
Yeah.
Did you play
Random.
keep Jedi awake by playing with his lap game?
You have to stay awake on those long road trips.
Yes.
I'm not going to go there.
You've got to keep your man awake. Low
I'm sure
down.
5 hour energy shots did the trick, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We had a lot of those. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we did. But he drove the majority of the time. My
What a
little
beast.
chauffeur.
Yeah.
Golly, how many total hours? Like,
On the way there, we drove up through.
I'm guessing 16 to 18.
No, on the first day it was actually 31. Or first 3 days. On the way there it was 31.
that far?
Yeah.
Did-
And then on the way back it was about 33 hours.
I guess you're right, because like 8 would get you to Albuquerque, so double
Well,
that.
our first day we
Well,
stayed
Albuquerque's-
a little bit past Albuquerque, and that was 13 hours.
Did his sciatica act up when you in the car?
Oh, hell yeah.
It did.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I didn't know
bad.
you had sciatica.
I actually do. Random
do?
that you say that.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
the hell is sciatica?
I think you have a back issue too, right? I think it's like the back issue, like when your nerves get pinched. I think. Yeah.
Sciatic
It's an
nerve?
old person problem, pretty much.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I've been doing really well until I went on vacation. Vacation
Sitting in
killed
those
my
cars.
back.
Yeah.
That'll
Very
kill you.
awful. Yeah,
Have you heard that it's all in your head? Have you heard this?
I have not.
Yeah, they say back pain, and most of these pains that people go around with are, even if it's crippling, like even if you're walking around in a cane or in your wheelchair, there are people that will swear it's all in your head.
Just get hypnotized.
You're
and get
doing
rid
it
of
to yourself to distract yourself from other things that you don't want to be thinking about. And you don't even have to get to the bottom of what it is that you're deflecting from. You just have to admit to yourself that there is no pain,
Wow.
and it will go away.
Mind over matter.
Right.
Yeah.
You are cutting off the blood supply.
Yeah. You provoked your back to act up like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So when your back punches you into the elevator railing
It's your
and you're
fault.
laying on the floor, just know it's your fault.
Yep. Yep.
You were
It's
asking for it with that
my
short.
fault. I was in pain for
That's
30
right.
hours.
Well, sorry,
Damn.
sorry to open that wound back up. Well, that about does it.
That's it for today's show, huh?
We heard your vacation story, and the show's come to a screeching halt.
Didn't mean to bore you guys. Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. It was the greatest. Can we? No, listen. When you're talking sciatica, you're talking egg farts. chicken coops. I mean, it's the best. That's what you get on this show.
So people tune in to hear.
Absolutely. And if we could get play us out. There we go. Time to go. Eddie,
Yes,
what are we doing next week?
Michael Gruber.
What'd you say? I can't hear you. I don't have my headphones on. Michael Gruber. Am I still on?
Believe it or not, we taking over your mind. If this a hot topic, Eddie and Jeremiah drop it like a hot pocket. Sports
I
to
just wanna let you
politics
know
and
that was the
lunatics
first time I've ever
thinking they
said
could
that.
run for president. Reality stars thinking they're heaven sent. Irrelevant. Mind control. Believe it or not, we taking over your mind.
I'm awake.
Mind control. Believe it or not, we taking over your mind.
Smooth sailing, guys. Finally. Not between your shows.
Tell us what you want to hear. DeepEllumOnAir.com.